Ladies and gentlemen, goblins and ghouls,
Welcome to Turn Off the Century.
the movie podcast exploring films from the turn of the millennium through the end of its first decade. I'm Robbie, and I'm joined by my fellow auteurs, Hunter and Sauce. Hang out as we revisit the spoofs, bangers, crimes, and chaos of an era we're still trying to understand. Today's movie, the 1999 classic,
10 Things I Hate About You.
It says here you exposed yourself in the cafeteria.
I was joking with the lunch lady. It was a bratwurst.
Bratwurst? Aren't we the optimist?
Hemingway? He was an abusive alcoholic misogynist who squandered half his life hanging around Picasso trying to nail his leftover.
What is it with this chick? She have beer-flavored nipples?
Hey!
What did I miss?
The oppressive patriarchal values that dictate our education.
Good.
And Kat, I want to thank you for your point of view. I know how difficult it must be for you to overcome all those years of upper middle class suburban oppression. Must be tough. But the next time you storm the PTA, crusading for better lunch meat or whatever it is you white girls complain about, ask them why they can't buy a book written by a black man.
That's right, Mom!
Don't even get me started on YouTube.
Nothing ever works and nothing ever changes. Welcome to Turn Off the Century. Welcome, everyone. And to start off this episode, I'm going to read my list of 10 things I hate about Sauce.
What?
Number 10, he's too cute.
Oh, come on.
All right, but look, 9 to 1 is also he's too cute. So let's just start it up. I'm here with Sauce.
Hi.
And I'm here with Hunter.
Here's 10 things I love about Sauce.
Oh,
He's too cute.
You guys.
That you love that about him?
Yeah, it's true.
I hate it because I want to be really cute, but I just, after the accident, it's just never been the same, you know?
Jesus.
But if that didn't give it away, we did watch 10 Things I Hate About
Okay, I was about
You.
to say, did we do a movie podcast? I can't remember.
No. This is about the accident.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
crime.
I'm piecing it all together, and I'm going to find out who did it to me.
Reese is piecing it.
It was also Sauce.
Mystery
mystery solved. Now we're back to the movies.
Come on, man. This is all part of the plan. I was going to trap him, and man, all right, podcast over. I'm out of here.
Later. All right, Hunter. What do you want to talk about?
Okay. 10 Things I Hate About You sounds like a good topic.
Well, it's good because we watched it.
Oh, wait. I did also watch that, so I'm back.
Okay.
Oh, okay, well.
I hope you learned your lesson.
I didn't, and I will never learn a lesson.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
You guys want to go back to 1999 for approximately 100 minutes?
Or do you want to go back to Shakespearean time, Sauce?
No, 1999. Wait.
Oh, 1999. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
But hear me out. We put them both together, and then everybody wins.
Wait.
What?
Wait, did you guys accidentally make me learn by watching this movie?
Oh, do you think those rap battles were my own creations? No. You see, a very wise man by the name of Bill wrote them 500 years ago.
Okay, so that is something that, like, when we were watching the movie, I did point out it's very funny how there are a lot of scenes in this movie where it does feel like the parody of, like, yeah, I bet you kids know about a guy named Billy Shakespeare. And it's like sitting in the backwards chair and be like, yeah, he was the first rapper.
Yeah.
You know, it's like that. There are a lot of scenes that feel like that, but
It's very youth pastor core, I like to call it. Like you guys talking about video games? You know who's really OP? Our Lord and Savior.
It's funny to me because I look at this movie and it inspired so many teen tropes of the early 2000s.
Yeah.
And it was also inspired by so many of those movies, but it feels like the people that took inspiration from it didn't even realize that it was Shakespearean and took some of the more like overtly weird and out of place like Shakespeare stuff and are like, yeah, that's what teenagers do. and like the Shakespeare stuff became tropes. It's like, okay, cool. Yeah, everything's extremely theatrical all the time. So.
I mean, it really does show you, though, like, not to sound too cliche here, but how influential Shakespeare really is. That the fact that in 1999 they can make a teen sex comedy, and like it works completely perfectly. Like they just took Taming of the Shrew and they modernized it and went, here you go. And it's like, damn.
Give it like, I mean, it really is. This is one of my time capsule films where I feel, so I don't have my own kids, so I don't know why I would be showing kids what the 90s look like, but I would.
Right.
I would like use it to show anybody or past generations to be like, yeah, this is kind of like how I remember the world looking. It has its like built-in rose tint to it, you know?
Yeah, you get the late 90s Seattle.
Yeah, which I feel like it could have doubled for, you know, the suburban California
LA.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, any West
I didn't
Coast
even realize
felt
it was
West Coasty.
Seattle until this viewing, even though I've seen this one like 30 times.
Well, they have the whole scene where they do the first season of The Real World, where they're watching
yeah,
that, and
that's
that's
the
the one that
Seattle.
takes place in Seattle.
Yeah.
I just remember they were out on like paddle boats, and I was like, "Is that the Space Needle? Wait, this is Seattle?"
Yeah. It does feel like a very Southern California movie that doesn't take place in Southern California.
Yeah, I for the longest time thought it was just San Francisco. I was like, yeah, they showed restraint by not putting that fucking bridge in the background. So I respect them for that at least.
Wait, y'all said I was Krumholtz. Y'all said I was Krumholtz before I watched. What the fuck, man?
No,
Dude, he's
not that character.
I think you nailed it. No, I said, what the fuck, you nailed it.
Oh, yeah.
Good job. It's
I mean,
He
you're
legit
older now,
holds the
so
movie together.
I feel like you're like Krumholtz and Oppenheimer. Like you come in and you like just tell us what we need to hear. You know, you cheer us up about the war crimes we're about to commit.
And then I draw a penis on his face.
Yeah, love that guy.
So, what are your guys' memories of when the movie came out? Did you guys see it in theaters? Did you guys rent it? Like,
It came out on my 12th birthday. I remember I was like, I was finally like, oh, get a group of boys together, and I let them pick the movie, and they picked this, and I'm like, okay, that's cool, because yeah, I wanted to see it too.
I didn't want to admit it, but I did want to see it.
I mean, it had Larissa Oleynik in it, who I had a huge like is my TV crush as Alex Mack, you know,
Alex Mack,
age
yeah,
appropriate
that's right,
TV
yeah.
crush.
Dude, and she looks great in this movie.
This is one of the last ones where like, yeah, they got some people in their 20s, but like the teenagers, there's a distinguishing look between the sophomores and the seniors in this. Like, they look like, yeah, in just 2 years, a lot can change, and it doesn't really take you out either.
No, it never really took me out. And it's also with like 90s high school movies. I feel like it's one of those things where you just kind of have to accept that it's like older people portraying teenagers.
Yeah.
And I'm generally fine with it.
I recently watched Can't Hardly Wait, and that one everyone does legit look like 30, with the exception of like 2 actresses.
I love that movie, but yeah, it's definitely not as accurate as I'd say 10 Things. I didn't see it in theaters. This was definitely a rental for me later, but I actually, same as Sauce, had a huge crush on Alex Mack.
Mm-hmm.
So she was, I mean, Julia Stiles was fine, but I was an Alex Mack kid, so, you know, turn to that Capri Sun. Take me with you.
Well, yeah, because I saw it in theaters too, actually. I don't remember why or where I saw. I want to say my sister might have wanted to see it or something like that, and we just went, and I ended up really liking the movie, and I was like, it was just a big movie at the time too. I mean, like,
Oh yeah, it was everywhere.
The advertising was crazy. The soundtrack was really good soundtrack, actually.
Yeah, we got some needle drops from, was it Letters to Cleo and what's the other band?
Say Ferris.
Oh, Save Ferris. Yeah, this
Save
was
Ferris, yes.
Letters to Cleo and Say Ferris were like the two big bands they had in the movie. They were spotlighting.
So now about 9/11. No, I was just having this conversation earlier with you guys. I was like, it feels like it always becomes about 9/11 because even though this is 2 years before, this is, and like I said, it's like a time capsule. I feel like this is one of those movies where you're like, look, this is the best it ever got. It never got better than that.
This is it.
Yeah.
You fought with paint at a paintball course, which is like That's not how paintball works, guys. It's not
Not at all.
Not at all.
you throw at each other. That feels like someone made a paint, like they only heard the word paintball and was like, I think I got this. I figured this
I feel
out.
like at that point, paintball was still relatively like a new phenomenon, so they probably did just like hear the term paintball and went, "This is what it is." Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Julia Stiles' character was like, I wouldn't let him shoot me with a gun. Are you insane?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't care if he's the Joker.
and Julia Stiles, she's such a bitch in this movie.
A real shrew, if you ask me.
Dude, she is a bit of a shrew. She's just the worst. Like,
He's just so angry and stuff.
all right, let's get started talking about the movie.
Okay. Do we all regale our?
Yeah, I mean, it's like, again, I saw it in theaters. I remember it was a big deal at the time, but it is crazy. Watching it, I remember even thinking too, like, how many movies this movie specifically like influenced after. How many teen movies this movie influenced, and it is a weird phenomenon of just like, we did have a little run of like Shakespearean teen movies, and I find that very funny.
I think this one's my favorite out of all of them.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah,
agree.
absolutely.
I mean, Clueless is pretty up there too, though.
That's not Shakespeare. That's Bronte. Bronte.
No, it was Clueless is
It's Emma. Sorry, I do know that though.
Sorry, man. You got fucking owned by Sauce there.
hold on. I'm looking this up here.
I was gonna say this was like the classic. I feel like stacks of VHS tapes with like friends who had sisters or like just girls' houses always had like 10 Things I Hate About You, Clueless, and Bring It On.
Bring it on.
I don't
sure.
think Bring It On to Shakespeare. If it is, I'll eat my hat.
No. But that was just like a stack I would see all the
Oh,
time.
got you. Yeah, it's what is it? The set dressing department gets for all girls when they turn a certain age.
Yeah. You have the built-in TV VCR combo, and then you have those 3 tapes next to it.
But I'm personally, my favorite Shakespeare teen movie is Romeo plus Juliet. So
We got to review that one too at some point.
no, we actually do need to talk about that one because I legitimately love that movie.
I love Romeo and Juliet.
It
or Romeo
rocks
plus
so
Juliet.
hard.
Oh wait,
It's
I
maybe
thought you
the
were talking
best
about
90s
Romeo Must
soundtrack of all
Die.
time.
I'm so sorry. I totally thought you were talking
Oh,
about
well,
Romeo
we're gonna
Must
watch
Die.
Romeo
That's
Must
also on the
Die as
list.
well.
They're all on the list.
Shit, I know you're talking about the Baz Luhrmann one, but I'm sitting there just being like, oh yeah, dude, Jet Li.
Yeah, hell yeah, Jet Li's here.
Also,
And Aaliyah.
also the correct reaction.
Jet Li and Aaliyah are both here. We're cooking.
Fuck, man. Take me back.
Fuck it. Let's not talk about 10 Things I Hate About You. Let's talk about Romeo Must Die right now.
I am saving that one in the back pocket. We just talk about something completely different.
In the Spank Bank.
Yeah, that's what we're calling it.
All right, let's start the movie.
Yeah. Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah. Well, don't start. We don't open on him. We open to.
We'll get to him. We'll get to him.
No.
It starts
we
with
get to
the Bare Naked Ladies, their most famous song. That 1 week song that I think if you're 10, you're obligated to love that fucking song.
I wrote down in my notes Bare Naked versus Joan Jett. Like that, there you have your Bare Naked Lady son or your Joan Jett daughter, and that's all you have. You know what I mean?
My parents got both.
Well, because yeah, that's the thing. They're driving around listening to 1 week, and then here comes Julie Stiles being a real bitch and listening to Joan Jett.
Like she don't give a damn about her bad reputation.
That's true.
It's true.
No, yeah, I do like the whatever. It's a simple movie, but like just effective visual imagery. She has a rich parent, but like drives just an absolute piece of shit beater.
She is the freaks and geeks.
Yeah, that is the funny part about this movie is that, like, you know, she's trying to be Miss Punk Rock or whatever, and it's like they live in the nicest part of town I've ever seen, and their high school is a castle.
In Seattle.
In Seattle, yeah.
Yeah.
No, this is perfect, like rich kid fantasy world. You know, I would love to live in at Padua High School with these kids.
Oh, could you imagine 1999? You're going to a high school that looks like a castle, and every one of the students are the hottest people you've ever seen in your life.
It also has things that I really enjoy too. Like I feel like there's just like no parental supervision. It's just a place they let teenagers like hang out and like it's all structured playtime. Like Heath Ledger's shop class. It's like they let you just break stuff and cut things open and use chainsaws and drills. I'm like, hell yeah, dude.
Or the guidance counselor who like is just, she doesn't care. She's just like, welcome to this place. When Joseph Gordon-Levitt's character shows up and they're like, oh, you hopped around, huh? Well, there's a bunch of assholes here, so don't cross them. And she's writing like romance novels and stuff.
Oh yeah, I wrote
it's
that
crazy.
down specifically. Miss Perky was sitting there writing porno, and I just think that's very funny.
Yeah,
I have a very simplistic sense of humor, and that got me very good. Is that Miss Perky is over there writing porno?
Great character. Great way to introduce us to. So what's his name? Joseph Gordon-Levitt is in this movie, who soon to be canceled, soon to be excommunicated, and taken out of the auteurs list. It's Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Very true.
His character's name is Cameron James, and I thought that was I gave myself a little chuckle.
that is funny.
I didn't realize that was his full name. That's very funny.
Yeah,
actually.
they do have fun. Like they go to Padua High School, so instead of the Italian whatever city of Padua, it's they named the high school that. I love doing shit like that.
Yeah. It's a very cute movie. Again, it's hard to follow this plot exactly like 100% the way we normally talk about it, because it is, at the end of the day, a very simplistic high school sex comedy. But I don't know. There's a lot of like fun little nods I think they throw in there, and I think it's a very clever teen movie, more so than the teen movie.
It is also like
inspired.
It doesn't treat them like they're idiots and has like very suggestive like jokes and stuff like that. And some bits we'll get into. Like I like a teen movie where everyone else just cusses at each other all the time.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
I also am a big fan of the Reggae Kids.
So okay, I was gonna say, like, as a broader, like, this movie is definitely in the canon of like what ruined what I thought high school was gonna be by making it look so like cute. Like, I love that. That's such a good bit of like just random teenage subcultures that are not at all fucking.
Well, this is one of those things that a lot of like teen movies I feel copied in a more broad sense, and they copied the most weird stereotypical stuff from this part. Like, because Krumholtz essentially takes him around as a student and says, "Hey, here's the different subcultures: the cowboys, the goths, the
Yeah, you
Wall
talk
Street
like a
kids."
soch, don't you?
And they just like show all these goofy subcultures off, and then suddenly, like every movie after, they're like, "Well, we gotta have the rundown of all the different groups of teenagers." It's like, and also it's kind of, I think it also is kind of mocking stuff like that had come before it, where it's like, here's the different cultures. So we actually have guys in cowboy hats lassoing stuff in the
yeah.
Coffee Kids is the most Seattle one, I think.
Coffee Kids, that's right.
Well, I'm going to guarantee you that all those kids, like all the subcultures, were probably just making fun of what the 22-year-olds were into in Seattle at that time period.
I see.
Also true, yeah.
So it's like they just took that. They took all the 25-year-olds who were in Seattle at that point and just went, what if we just put them in high school? I don't know. The Reggae Kids were my favorite, though.
Yeah.
I liked that they were always for Black Power. And like, these rich white kids just with dreadlocks. It made me laugh. Again, there's a lot of little dumb jokes in this movie that just get me, and I go, oh, yeah, that works.
So Cameron, being led by Krumholtz's character. Who does he play again? I just wrote Krumholtz
what was
fuck
his
yeah
name?
in my notes.
Dude, Krumholtz rules.
Always a welcome
I forgot his name.
welcome pleasure. But yeah,
Joey. No, wait, no. Joey's the
Jock.
The
model.
jock guy. I can't remember his name. Michael Ekman. There we go.
Jesus, dude.
This is the #1 film podcast on the internet, so
It is. That's crazy that we got as popular as we did, because this thing's terrible.
Dude, I'm just gonna call him Krumholtz. I don't care. It's Krumholtz.
Yeah, no,
He
it's
drives
Krumholtz.
He drives his dirt bike off into the football field, and everybody cheers for him. Scene that doesn't need to exist, just very funny.
It gives you hope that like you can embarrass yourself and everyone's like cheering for you. You know, that there's a fantasy in that makes me very happy.
True.
yeah, because when you embarrassed yourself in high school, everyone just laughed.
Yeah, and then they were really dicks about it.
Yeah, then they pulled your pants down and then they laughed at something else.
Yeah, you guys did not see. They didn't tell me the chances that you would be penis boy in high school.
There wasn't even a penis boy in this movie. It's crazy.
Well, there's an illusion later. There's definitely
That is true,
an Easter egg, if you will.
But yes, this movie follows the plot of Taming of the Shrew. So,
Yeah. Well, also we're introduced to Major Babe Alert, Heath Ledger, in his first American
No
leading
kidding.
role.
He's so cute in this movie.
He's precious.
He
I
is.
could
Oh
I
my
could 100% see his it factor. Like he really always had it.
You look at him and he has his curly hair and he gives you a smile and you're like, all right. Yeah, you can have whatever you want, man. I don't know.
He's got the very Australian name of Patrick Verona. You know, like a lot of Australians.
But he's like the bad boy. Or at least everyone thinks he's the bad boy.
They said he pulled out his dick at the lunch lady, and he's like, "No, I was just joking. It was a bratwurst." I love the idea of a bad kid who's just constantly, slightly misunderstood.
And another example that the guidance counselor's just like, well, you little scamp, get out of here. Like, what?
But if that was now, could you imagine the woke mob would cancel him?
But just for the crime of being handsome, yeah.
Yeah, and for simulating pulling your dick out.
Oh, can we not do that anymore?
And as far as I don't know. You should give it a try.
Look, I think there's such a thing as drawing the line. So as long as I don't lick my lips when I do it at the grocery store when I'm buying, something, then, no one's like, it's like, oh, he's fucking being stupid, not he's saying something,
It has no meaning behind it. It's just a fake.
Yeah, it's a dick. It's funny. This whole podcast
This
is
episode
pulling
is
our
fully
dicks
devolved.
out.
This is
We're going off the rails, and I like it.
Now we're a real podcast.
what's going on?
Those three boys thought they had an opinion, and now it's everyone else's problem.
I mean, again, we're talking about the movie. It's not like this is a very deep movie. It's not like there's that much to really go into other than, there's a lot of fun antics happening.
It's a fun plot.
Yeah, I mean, well, for people that don't know Taming the Shrew, we should definitely still go through the idea of what's going on here. Because, so essentially, the overarching idea is we got Joseph Gordon-Levitt, new guy in town. He's got a crush on Alex Mack.
Yeah.
And her secret world.
But she's not allowed to date any boys.
Yeah. By the way, that awesome performance by the dad. What's that guy's name? He's like a great character actor. If you've not seen this movie, you've definitely seen Larry Miller. Definitely not looking at a list of the cast right now. Character actor, just awesome. He's
so good in this. He's very good at this.
Oh, he's hilarious.
Should have gotten his own sitcom where he's number one on the call sheet for this performance alone.
I feel like wasn't he in sitcoms though? I've definitely seen it. He played the principal in lots of stuff. He's been in tons of
always a welcome addition. He's never brought down a movie. Love him in was it Kiss Kiss Bang Bang as the agent.
That's
high
right.
Profile agent.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
He's also in the best movie ever made, Chairman of the Board, starring Carrot Top.
Also true.
I short-circuited just remembering that even existed. I was like, oh.
Well, I always think of Chairman of the Board because I think of when Norm Macdonald was on one of the late night talk shows, and the girl from the movie is there, and she's talking about, I'm in the movie Chairman of the Board, and Norm just goes, oh, is board spelled B-O-R-E-D? And it made me laugh very much.
I remember as a 7-year-old wanting to see it just for the line in the trailer. It was like, is this the board meeting? Because y'all look pretty bored. And I was like, hell yeah. you man who looks like a giant child.
Joke
you tell
for a
these
7-year-old.
Yeah.
But yeah, Alex Mack is not allowed to date. The dad says, "Nuh-uh, you're too attractive. You cannot date any boys because you will get pregnant."
It's the pregnancy thing because he deals with pregnancies.
He's a delivery room doctor.
So he's like, I see it every day, and I see these his anecdotes are just hilarious because he's just trying to. It's scared straight, but it's from your dad all the time about pregnancy.
Because otherwise, too, the kids are good kids, like for the most part.
Oh, yeah.
You know? Like,
I mean, even the bad one is completely fine. The worst thing she does is go to a club.
yeah. Well, she does get kind of drunk at one point, but
Yeah.
Well,
That was
but
an
that's
accident.
after that's a little different. I'm gonna give her an excuse on that one.
Also, she is 18 in the movie,
Yeah.
True.
so
Wow, damn! We got libertarian really quickly. Sorry. I think that's how it happens. You start a podcast with your friends, and then all of a sudden you're like, "Oh, I guess I don't disagree with that."
let's see. I'm white and I love freedom, and I have a podcast. So there you go.
Yeah.
This is a good episode.
So
Always a sign of a good episode when you stop in the middle and say, "This is a good episode."
We're having fun.
Kat, Julia Stiles' character, once she dates, then her younger sister can date. Well, they have to try to get her to date someone to date her, and you can't even just sell it on the like, well, she's a girl, just say yes. Everyone's terrified of her, so they realize we're gonna have to get money involved in this. In a sort of reverse
they
sex
look at her and
trafficking.
she's a. They look at her. They go, "She's
no.
a rancid bitch. She drives a shitty car and she listens to angry girl music and she's a feminist
Yeah.
and kind of liberal. Like we don't fuck with that here in Seattle.
In Seattle.
They don't deal with that in Seattle.
I love how perfect it is before we get to their plotting, when she's having the conversation with the Larry Miller dad, is she's on the couch reading the bell jar, and then the next plot point that happens is she got into Sarah Lawrence. Like, it's such a perfect just stack every stereotype that you can.
Oh man.
Well, that's actually one of my favorite parts of the movie is that they almost portray her as kind of a poser.
Yeah, she's dying to grow up, so hence why she doesn't want to do any of the stuff the high school kids are doing or into.
Right.
She sees it all as beneath her, and that she's outgrown it.
Well, because she had her wild years, and now she's like, "Fuck that! I'm not shaving my armpits, and I hate the man,
Yeah.
and I hate men."
Especially hot Australian men.
So they our two boys, Cameron and Michael, decide that they're going to get the rich kid who wants to bang the younger sister to give them money to give money to Patrick Verona, the Heath Ledger character.
Oh yeah, we should probably introduce the asshole here, the one that wants to.
Yeah, Joey, Mr. Male Model.
He's actually my favorite character in the movie. He's so funny.
He's like a real life Gaston.
He comes from outer space to me because he feels like he walked out of a different movie to be in this movie. Even his look to me for some reason.
I think that's why I like him so much in this movie because he is such a he's so bizarre and
He's
little...
an alien, dude.
Yeah.
I love it. No, I think it's great. I think I agree.
I think he's a
it's
very
great.
conventionally attractive half Latino man. What?
He is very conventionally attractive. It's just his acting itself. I think his character is very funny to me. I don't know.
I love a good bully. I love a good movie bully.
Oh yeah. I think he's driving a Ferrari or something.
Yeah.
He's got maybe not that fancy. I can't remember what car it was. But he's
top down.
he's rich. He's a rich guy. He models. He's an underwear model and a swimsuit model
For
and,
the Sears down the street, not
Yeah, not for a national campaign or anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they're hatching the plan. They're hatching the scheme.
So essentially, they're trying to get the older sister, Julia Stiles, to date so that he can date the younger sister.
That's right.
But at the same time, Joseph Gordon-Levitt's character is he's already fallen in love with the younger sister.
Immediately.
So it's like he's fighting with the hot guy over her. Well, not actively. That's the best part about the character to me. The model character, the asshole, is how much they are playing him the entire time.
Yeah.
They're just milking him for money. He's a pay pig, man. He's just sitting there he's paying. The kid's helping him, and the Heath Ledger is milking him for cash the whole time, and he just keeps upping his charge and upping his charge.
This tells you the economy is that he initially offers him $30 to take out.
Yeah. Almost nothing.
By the end of it, I think he starts at 30
And works his way up to 50 at first, yeah.
Well, no. By the end of this movie, he's making enough money to buy a Fender. So it's not. I think the last thing he charges him is $500 or something. It's hundreds of dollars after starting at 30. It just felt like the economy went like through the roof on this situation. Like it's just kind of impressively more expensive.
It's a comical amount of money.
Also, we didn't say it because I like when he's first showing him around the school and he's introducing him to all the different cliques and everything. I really do like when they just start talking in random like Shakespearean soliloquy. Like I think that's very fun. That they'll throw it in there.
I yearn, something, whatever.
Yeah.
Something from the book.
Yeah, when he first sees something from the book, when he first sees Alex Mack, he's just like, he starts doing the Shakespearean soliloquy. They use it really specifically with Heath Ledger and Joseph Gordon-Levitt around just describing the two girls, which I think is a really fun choice.
But also, they do make it a point every time they break into like the soliloquy. The character will always kind of reference how weird that was.
Yes.
There will always be a moment where they'll be like, what the fuck are you talking about?
We should also mention Julia Stiles has a best friend who's a William Shakespeare addict. As far as best, she's like a fangirl for William Shakespeare.
So her character was very weird to me because I feel like she didn't do anything in the movie until the last 15 minutes. And then they throw out a moment like it's supposed to be a big moment, and I'm just like, wait, who the fuck was? I think I
because Crumbles falls in love with her.
He learns to stop being such a little worm.
I think honestly, I'm with you. She's not much of a character, but I think she's just there to be like, hey, this is about Shakespeare. If you're too dense to figure that out, this is Shakespearean.
Well, I think she was also there to make Julia Stiles actually have a friend too.
Yeah, and she's a weirdo. Like it's a way to have like a non-emo weirdo friend. It's the Ren Fair friend.
Yeah,
so I get it.
Much like Heath Ledger has a friend too, who's has no speaking lines.
Oh,
he's just a punk rock kid who doesn't let him set stuff
He's
on
an
fire.
awesome character. One of my favorite parts of the movie is when Heath Ledger lights up the cigarette in class.
The Bunsen burner, yeah.
Yeah, and he just takes the cigarette and he just puts it out. And like even the punk kid is kind of like, dude, come on, like what are we doing? Don't smoke in the classroom.
It's he looks like he came out of SLC Punk.
Yeah, he absolutely looks like he came out of SLC Punk. But he's like liberal hippie punk.
All right, so it's hard to date this girl. She just won't take no for an answer. Wait, will she just won't give yes for an answer? What am I trying?
She won't give yes for an answer. She only says no because, as we established, she's a rancid bitch who nobody likes.
Yeah, I like her.
We find out, by the way, just since he said rancid bitch so much, we do find out later why she doesn't date people. It's there's a reason. But
I guess.
I don't. There's times where I'm like, I don't know if I'm brave enough to make these jokes because I can't trust that Andrew will edit them out.
Don't edit any of my jokes out.
I would never.
We're gonna do the rancid
I've
bitch
never
cut.
edited any of Robbie's jokes. As a matter of fact, I get AI and I put even worse jokes in for Robbie.
Yeah, but it's not as funny.
It is a good bit.
No, it's definitely more offensive though.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
So it turns out that dating this girl is hard. So he's gonna have to really they're gonna have to do some sneaking around, some investigative. Like we gotta actually figure her out. She's not gonna just say yes. So after fucking up Joey's car by committing to the bit, which is great by the way, I love that. Like no, I'm a bitch.
Oh yeah, she just rams it.
They do a little sneaking around, figure out what kind of music she likes, what kind of guy she's into, and the black underwear. I just believed
that one
this.
I wrote down specifically black panties.
Yeah,
and how every time anyone would bring it up, they're like, "What? I'm sorry," and it made me think. I'm like, is that a thing? Like,
I mean, I think the line is really just more that like a woman doesn't own lingerie if she doesn't want anybody to see her in it. But I'm like, they do just look like the underwear you put on laundry day. You know?
Yeah, like they didn't look specifically like sexy or anything to me. It was just like, yeah, it's just. I mean, if it's an attractive woman putting on black panties, sure, but like,
it's also kind of funny because they go in and they figure out the black panty thing, and they're all just digging around her room, and Joseph Gordon-Levitt asks if he could see the sister's room. She's like, no. A girl's room is private.
Oh, I love that.
They're just like digging around the sister's room. It's like.
I also like how forward Joseph Gordon-Levitt is with Alex Mack here. Like,
Yeah.
I like how forward it is. Just like, well, how about I see your room? You know, it's like, damn, dude, you literally just met her.
He takes
like,
some shots.
like 6
Hey,
hours.
it's called
ago
swinging
you
for the
just met
fences,
her.
all right?
That is true. That is a good point.
And like even she's like you can see her have a whole like I could probably date this guy, but she's like, but I do have a chance to fuck upwards, you know.
Exactly. He's like the fallback.
Exactly.
It's unfortunate because he plays the cucky fallback guy the whole time, which is bad. But he's also
I don't know. I think he's a
part of
winner.
it's- He's like, oh, I learned French for you. It's like, shut the fuck up, man. Like, what are you talking about?
yeah, because he didn't learn French.
No, he learned French poorly.
She spoke French better than him.
Anyway, so that's one of the things. He becomes her French tutor, by the way. That's why I'm bringing that up. He's essentially tutoring in French as a way to get closer to her, and at the same time that they've hired these lackeys to kind of figure out what's her secrets are.
Yeah, what makes her tick?
Yeah, what makes her tick? They're hiring Patrick Verona to date her because he's a psychopath. Apparently, everyone thinks he's a psychopath. He what are some of the things
His backgrounds. Oh yeah, he sold his kidney. He sold his liver for beer money.
Showed a cop his dick, maybe, or killed a cop.
Yeah, I
Something
think
like
killed
that.
a cop.
I think it was killed a cop.
Well, that's again, this movie. There's a funny disconnect because it is like they're trying to sell it as like, oh, he's this dangerous psychopath. But again, every time you look at him, you're like, no, he's too pretty. Like, I don't think any person would actually be scared of him in this world.
He gives a couple of expressions where he looks at you like he'll fuck you up, and I 100% buy it. I believe it. I like him.
He looks hard, yeah. When he gives you the stare down, and the best thing, you talked about the light and the cigarette. When they do approach him, Joseph Gordon-Levitt approaches him he's holding a book or something, textbook.
Yes.
And he just
drills a hole into it.
Yeah.
Drills a hole. That was awesome. I love that. That was such a good scene.
But they're trying to convince him now. They're trying to convince him like, hey, you should go check this girl out, like, because she's got a bad attitude like you.
He's already trying. So now that they gave him the list of like, here's the music she's into. She doesn't like guys who smoke, so he has to quit smoking. And they're like, yeah, but that's the thing. Like, she likes pretty boys, and he's like, "What are you saying? You're saying I'm not a pretty boy?" But he follows her to a place again. Something only the '90s could have concocted. It's a rock club for girls, like where they play.
But
girl
also,
rock.
also not a lesbian bar.
Not a lesbian bar, but also like
surprisingly enough.
It's
Well, they do kind of imply it is a lesbian bar because he's like, I can't be seen there. And they'll think you what? And he's like, oh, I don't know.
well, I say not even like that it's a lesbian bar. They'll think that, yeah, it's like, why would you as a guy go do anything that girls are into? Which is just the girl version of guy
that's
things
exactly
like
what
rock
it seemed
clubs.
like.
You're right. It could have just been honestly, I may have been overthinking that. It could have just been that where it's just like, oh man, you did a girl thing.
Yeah,
You're
which
a
just makes you
girl.
gay.
That's fair. That's fair.
I do like too when they're telling him about the band she likes, and he goes, "Well, it's just a bunch of chicks who can't play their instruments." And that made me laugh.
So he shows up to the rock club, and then, I mean, really just like pulls it off so smooth. Like, she's like, you got to stop following me. And he's like, hey, like, if you're with you talking, I can't hear the band. And she's like, oh, you like this band? And he name drops. And I remember seeing something where people were like, oh yeah, it's really that easy to get a girl to be into you. You just name drop a couple of things she's into. And yes, 100%. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's actually that easy.
That's what all the performative male thing is just that, like, hey, look, I'm reading a book you probably also read, you know?
I'm drinking matcha. I'm listening to fucking Hobo Johnson. I don't know. What is that? What girls like?
Hobo Johnson.
Awesome white girl move is that she's dancing so much, she goes, I need agua.
That is a very white girl move, actually.
This movie is almost like too perfect, you know, in terms of how like they just nail it.
Well, we didn't even get into their Shakespeare professor guy, the teacher.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Which I think he's a very funny character. He is the character, though, that he is responsible for all the scenes where it's like, hey, have you guys ever heard of this rapper, Billy Shakespeare?
He's the one who feels like he's flipping his chair around and sitting down like a cool kid. Yeah, this is
I like teachers that hate their kids.
Yes, but I like that he gives Julia Stiles shit in the movie for being a performative white liberal lady.
Yeah, because he's asked to hear from a high schooler how not woke he is, the black Shakespeare professor.
Yeah. And like,
I'd be sick of that shit too.
she's talking about like how oppressed women are, and he's like, "Oh yeah, why don't you tell me about that?"
I love that too. In that scene, Patrick walks in. He's in that class with her. He does actually have a class with her. Oh, yeah. He goes, "What I miss?" And what was it? Just that, like, oh, you missed her fucking inane rantings, like inane feminist rantings. He goes, "Great," and just turns around and cuts class like in front of everyone.
And then he's talking about like how that is not the true high school fantasy of just like you could just go
don't
and
go
have,
to class.
Yeah, you could just go and show up and go, okay, bye. I'm not showing up to this class.
Yeah, I
Y'all
don't
had
do this
classes
shit.
like that, right? Where y'all just didn't show up, right?
The closest I ever had in high school was a guitar class where we showed up, but no one did anything in that class, and it was just like the teacher babysitting everyone. Me and my friend would sit in the back of the class, and we would take pieces of gum wrapper foil, like the foil from gum wrapper. We put it in the outlets, and when you pushed them together, it would cause sparks to come out of the wall. So that's what kind of class that was.
Gotcha. No, yeah, I had a computer science class, and we just all she was I think she was Taiwanese or something, and she was new in the area, and we just told her that we had band practice at the same time as her class, and she's like, okay. And so I just never went to that class.
That's a good move.
Hell yeah.
It was pretty solid. I was just curious. I was just
Yeah,
randomly
yeah,
curious.
definitely.
I was thinking, because he cuts everything. Like, the only class he doesn't cut is that shop class where he gets to burn
Just breaks things.
Or I guess science class where he also gets to burn things and cut things up.
Yeah, any class where he gets to cause a little destruction, he shows up for. But if he has to like sit and read a book, he's like, "Nah, I'm good, man."
No, he's
Queen
deep.
stuff.
He's deep.
He is deep. No, you learn that he is deep in that the class, all the people in the school have been kind of misreading him, just like they've been misreading Julia Stiles. You know, they have more going on with them than being a rancid bitch and a psychopath.
He's just Australian, so they're like, yeah, criminal. So yeah, there's a party that Krumholtz plans to get revenge against his former club mate in the future MBA's club. So which again, I love that idea of like just no effort photoshopping onto the original invitation, like future MBAs only, like snacks may be served, just putting free beer and just throwing them all over the entire school. Just everyone shows up.
I love when the nerdy MBA kids are all at the house and they're like, are they smoking cigars? Is that what they're doing?
They revealed to him, yeah. Like,
Yeah, because
they're
he's like, oh, check this out. Like, pretending to be rich kids, and I just thought that was very funny.
Yeah. Bogey Lowenstein.
Bogey, yeah, I was going to say, that's the Kyle Cease sighting that we get in this one. He was in a bunch of those teen movies as almost the exact same character.
The exact same character, yes.
All of them. He just played this character, yeah.
He had the face.
He now does a podcast for like future NBA type kids, like, you know.
So he really was just that guy.
He just became that guy, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great guy though. Like it's such a good. I mean, that's like probably the oldest trope in this movie is the 80s party style trope where it's like
totally
rich guy hosts a small party, turns into a huge house party. They ruin everything.
I love it. Everyone just like descends upon the hills, like carrying like kegs and stuff like
kegs
that.
And all that. I'm like, man, this party looks awesome. First of all, the party looks rad, but also I love that they all have branded Budweiser cups. I just found that.
Oh
very funny.
yeah.
That's hilarious.
I like
Budweiser proudly supports teen drinking.
As long as it's in a nice house, you know. And I wrote down too. Does he say it when all the kids are coming in? Is he the one who says, "Now remember, guys, don't touch anything"?
Yeah,
yes,
he says it to his friends.
And I think that's such a funny line.
Yeah, because it's just like 7 dorks on a couch, and then suddenly the entire city descends upon
They just
them.
break the doors down coming in with everything.
Again,
that party looks awesome too. By the way, that house looks awesome.
Julia
that party
Stiles
looks.
goes
Oh yeah, so
off,
what is it? Kat tries to ditch Patrick, and some girl just immediately beelines up to him. She goes, "I love you so much. You need to make out with me." And he just passes her to another guy and goes, "No, just make out with that guy instead."
And then the guy looks at him and goes, "Thank you."
Thank you.
Thank you. That's right. And at this point, she doesn't even know the whole plot. She's just actually being an asshole because she doesn't necessarily want to be there, but she's there to kind of.
And she wants to thwart Joey hitting on her little sister, so that's when Bianca snaps at her and goes like it would just kill you to be fucking cool and normal for just one night, so I can go out. So she caves and starts just shooting tequila. Awesome, by the way. Love a good girl crash out.
Awesome move, yeah.
Yeah.
And then because then she goes crazy and she just starts dancing all sexy like up on the table.
All sexy like. And that's how they say it too. Wow, she's dancing all sexy like.
That is what they say.
She does drop it though, man. She gets.
Oh, dude, she's getting down. It's actually kind of awesome.
Yeah. Legitimately the coolest person at the party.
And so she bumps her noggin.
Yeah, she gets a concussion. She's the coolest person at the party until she gets a grade 3 concussion. And Patrick has to, help her. He's actually being kind of lame the whole party. He's like...
He actually is being kind of
lame. No. Don't do that.
Yeah, he's running around. He's the Superman effect. He's running around stopping toddlers with forks and light sockets. Like, no, get over here.
But it's just Julia Stiles with the fork trying to put it in the outlet over and over again.
Okay, so they they have the cute little scene on the swing set where she's sick and recovering. He won't let her fall down. Like he's doing the Jackie Chan thing. I'm not letting the vase fall down.
Yeah.
And she starts to realize maybe this guy, maybe he's just a nice boy. Like that's weird. He's so dreamy though. She has your eyes have a little green in them. I'm like, and I will say I was also lost in his eyes that part. I'm like, I wish a cute boy Heath Ledger would smile at me.
Just once,
Just a little bit,
Just a little bit.
Okay, let's move on, guys. But what drives me crazy is that she pukes, and he takes her home. He drives her car to take her back home, and she leaves herself open for a kiss, and he doesn't take it because she's drunk. What a nice boy.
Yeah, nice boy.
And then she gets mad and storms off and becomes a bitch again, and I'm like, one... Again, it's just teenagers are dumb like that. That is really the nice thing, so that he didn't make a move on you. And two, you just puked. Puked. Why do you
good point. But also, it is funny too. She's supposed to be the feminist, oh yeah, patriarchy sucks, fuck them. But it's when a guy does actually a very nice, you could argue feminist thing, that she's like, nah, fuck this, pussy.
What embarrassed me in my own car in front of my house with no one else present. I'm now forever ruined.
My ugly ass car in front of no one, and I'm
and
pissed.
Now you have to walk home.
Yeah.
I did wonder about that. If he just straight up did walk home, and how easy of a walk is that actually?
Based on that,
just a guy who just does shit.
He walked home. You know he walked home,
and he's pissed the whole time. How old is he supposed to be in the movie? Because 18. He just hangs out at that
he
bar.
Could be. Yeah, but honestly, I was explaining that, I was watching with somebody else. I'm like, I did that too when I was 18. I just looked older, so I played a lot. I also just didn't order weird or complicated drinks. I'm like, yeah, I'm just get a beer.
Just get a beer, yeah.
Yeah, you could. So it's either the idea is that he's been held back, so he might be a little older, or it's just that he doesn't care. He's just a bad kid. He gets to just go to bars, fucking smoke indoors and play pool with biker gangs.
I've always had a baby face, so I always got carded.
So we also get a proto 500 Days of Summer scene. I felt like remarking on this one that Joseph Gordon-Levitt takes Bianca home, and after he's devastated learning that she actually wanted to hook up with the way hotter, way taller guy. And he gives her this kind of haranguing that does snap her into liking him again, I guess, because he's also not being a pussy. That's why.
Yeah, I think what it is that's what I found. That
I love he does the whole
weird.
Have you just always been this selfish? He really just roasts her ass.
But I love that scene because he goes, "Have you always been this selfish?" And she just goes, "Yes." I was like, hell yeah, respect.
She's a great character because she knows what she is and is it,
Yeah, no, she's never unsure of who she is as a person. She has her goals, what she wants to do. She acts selfish and kind of bitchy, but you never
she's
hate
hot
her
and a
because,
teenager.
Yeah,
right. Exactly. That's the thing. It's you always have to keep in mind, and for me, it's like, she's a teenager. Yeah, it's like, oh, wow, she's being selfish and wants to date a hot guy? Wow, what a shocker.
Oh, the hot girl wants to date the hot guy. Who knew?
What the fuck? Never heard that one before.
Every hot girl wanted to date me in high school, so it's like, I get it. You know, it always happened to me.
I know, but you like the boys.
You know, Heath Ledger came along, and what was
Yeah.
the boy going to say? No?
Apparently, it's so. That's why this movie's a comedy. She just keeps saying no to him. Every girl.
Yeah, I mean, really, the real version of this movie would be like Heath Ledger walking up to Julia Stiles, like, "What's up?" And she'd be like, "Yeah, well, hey, how's it going? We should date." It's like,
Yeah.
But I guess they wanted meaning.
Is this where I go to get easy pussy? Oh, I can go anywhere. Okay, cool.
Also, but I do want to talk about the scene where Jessica Gordon-Levitt yells at the sister, because I feel like he was kind of being unfair to her, like.
Well, he was, but again, he's also being a teenager. Like, in the same way that
true.
she's being a teenager, he's just this hormone-filled virgin who just doesn't know what anything is at this point in his life. He is being an asshole. Like, you're not wrong. He's definitely being a fucking asshole.
He literally met her, like, a day ago, and he's, like, acting like they've known each other for this long time.
The thing that that always feels weird is, like, it's the you owe me something. Like, I learned French for you. It's gross, man. It does feel very gross.
But you're right. You're right, though. He is, like, a teenager, too, so it is that... I mean, the movie is just teenage hormones going the entire way through, you know? So it's... like, I get it. But it was funny watching it now and seeing it, like... I'm like, dude, what are you so pissed about? Like,
Yeah, he gets so mad. And then he gets kissed, though, so, you know, hey.
That is true. So, fellas... Little tip for you. Little romance tip. Yell at your girl.
You little bitch.
Yeah.
Yell at her.
Tell her how selfish she is.
Yeah. How do you think I got married?
Hold your fist up if necessary.
Yeah, if that doesn't work, cut her hair.
I'm always a big fan of holding my fist up and going, why I oughta. I like doing that.
Bang pal to the moon.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So Robbie's move is threatening abuse. Mine is more like a verbal abuse.
The real move is in a little bit later here in this movie, which is, I mean, this is the hot boy power move. I wrote Heath Ledger with all the Chaos Emeralds on it, and he pays the AV guys to hijack PE classes, like audit the speakers, the whatever.
Oh my god, you saying AV, by the way,
yeah.
just reminded me of the AV thing from the beginning of the movie, when he's about to give him the tour. Krumholtz first meets Joseph Gordon-Levitt's character, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm here to give you a tour." He's like, "Wow, yeah, they normally send dorky AV guys," and then the AV guys come around the corner and say, "Hey," he's like, "Well, I don't know those guys."
Yeah, I don't know them. Yeah, that is a good scene.
I totally forgot about that until you said that. That was such a good bit.
Well, it's a true like teenager move in that he meets a guy who is slightly a little cooler than him. So he immediately sees his chance to be like, well, maybe I can move up the rankings a little bit in high school, you know? Like,
yeah, absolutely.
I don't have to be the
Sorry, I
complete
didn't mean to interrupt
loser.
you, but that was just like it flashed into my head. I was like, oh my god, I completely just memory hold this.
The movie really has like no bad scenes. I gotta give it credit. It's just everything has a little something entertaining in it.
Yeah, even when it's a little corny or it feels earnest and it feels like it's just a bunch of writers having fun. It doesn't feel like they're ever embarrassed by what they're making, and I think that's what makes the movie work. It's just like, it is just, hey, we wrote a bunch of antics for teenagers to get into.
Yeah. And it's funny because Heath Ledger had to beat out some other people for this role. So I think one of them was Robert De Niro. One of them was...
Wait, what?
No, I don't know.
I thought you were
like, wait, what?
I wrote down. I never knew when I was going to put it in. I'm like, I need to start giving incorrect information about movies.
I'm like, he'd be like, what, 65 and 98? Like, although this movie would be awesome if Robert De Niro was the Heath Ledger character.
Just pay an old man to date a teenager.
Gross, man.
So a senior could have sex with a sophomore.
I got nipples, Julia. Can you milk me?
Some of these emails write themselves.
But see, now I'm thinking of Robert De Niro and Meet the Focker specifically in this movie.
CIA Robert De Niro. You guys are just silly.
I think this. You know what? No, actually, no joke, Sauce. And this is staying in. I think this movie did make us silly today. I think this movie is a silly little movie, and I think it's making us silly because it's just so like.
I think you're
it's
right.
so like light, and it's making me. It just makes me like. It makes me happy.
Yes,
This movie makes me really happy.
well, I mean, especially it's funny after doing 3 very paranoid movies in a row.
I kind of forgot how to be normal again.
Yeah, right.
This was in. Yeah.
We went from Eyes Wide Shut to A Scanner Darkly to
Jarhead.
Jarhead.
Man, we've been
kinda
on some
descended,
fucking
frankly.
bummers lately.
Yeah,
What
we
the
were
hell?
really doing
Guys, don't watch
bummers.
those movies. You should have already seen them. You should only revisit them to listen to us talk about it. But then really just watch this movie. And then don't listen to this episode. That's how it goes.
Before we started recording, I was talking to Robbie. I said, "Hey, man, I think I've been really depressed for like January and February, and I think I know why now. I think it's just you going
all
through the
coming
movie list.
together.
I'm like, wait a minute.
Oh, yeah.
I think we did this to myself.
I mean, it turns out the best made movies are the ones that make you feel bad, but the most fun movies are the ones that make you happy. So it's like,
Yeah.
in this movie, you're right. It did make. It's just very fun to revisit this movie because it is so much fun, and the plot isn't necessarily important. It's just a way to
It's clever.
get.
It's
clever.
Cute. It requires you to suspend just enough believability to like be like, yeah, fuck it, let's just go with it. I really like this high school. I like these stupid kids. I like so much about it. I even like Julia Stiles being a bitch. It's very funny to me. I'm like, I do have that little like, yeah, I probably imagine if I had a daughter, that's what she'd be like. Awful to everyone.
Again, though, I do want to point out the high school is very funny to me because it's just like, it is the biggest high school I've ever seen in my fucking life.
It looks like a college. It looks like a small college.
And it almost
Yeah.
feels like the movie was supposed to take place at a college because there's a lot of scenes in the movie that feel more at home with a college movie than a high school movie.
With the exception of like Animal House, I don't think movies should ever take place in college.
You're right. I guess, yeah, like Animal House, Porky's, all those kinds of stuff. That makes more sense doing like the Porky's is a classic. I don't care.
Could you imagine how much
Yeah,
less
sure.
fun Risky Business would be if it took place in college?
Yo, Risky Business
True.
rocks.
Yeah,
Dude,
Yeah.
when Tom Cruise nails her on the train.
it's great stuff.
You
It's
remember
great.
that? You remember that?
Movies are all about.
The Tangerine Dream score is playing? Oh, man.
Isn't that the no? Don't they do it to Phil Collins?
Yeah, I know, but Tangerine Dream does the score to the movie, and don't just just don't correct me.
Okay. So shit, it's the scene of the movie. It's like everyone's favorite scene from the movie is
Yes,
where he hijacks
the scene everyone
he
remembers.
hijacks the PE class on the soccer field to perform Frankie Valli's "Can't Take My Eyes Off of You," and is so good. This scene is so good.
The whole marching band's out there.
Yeah.
It's the PA system. It's classic. This is like...
Ultimate romantic gesture. I literally thought I was going to do some shit like this in high school.
Yeah, I mean, everyone did. This was the 90s equivalent of the John Cusack boombox over the head outside
Yes,
of your window.
I absolutely agree. Also, the movie what was the parody one they did? Not Another Teen Movie. They do the bit where they recreate this bit, but he sings Janie's Got a Gun,
That's right.
and the girl's name is Janie, and then everyone gets scared and they jump him. So I think that's a good bit too.
No, just bangers. So I love his like evading the school security.
when
Like,
he starts high stepping to the it's great. Oh man, it's such a good scene.
No, I think Heath Ledger is so charming in this scene. He's charming this whole movie. And yeah, you're right. This is the scene. The boombox over the head, the John Cusack. I think that's like a great comparison of just like, yeah, that is our generation's scene of that where here comes the cute boy and he's going to put on the big musical number
Ultimate romantic
the whole
gesture.
school. Ultimate romantic gesture, and it ultimately softens Julia Stiles up on him. she's like, all right, maybe he's not so bad. All it takes is a big grand musical.
Yeah, a big grand musical is a series of events to happen in a perfect order, and you have the innate talent, and instinctive creative
you
instincts.
You can sing, you can dance, you can pay everyone off, you can evade the cops long enough to do it.
To say sorry, I didn't kiss you while you were drunk.
And he's even cute when he's getting dragged off. He's still dancing when the security's dragging him.
Yeah, because he knows nothing's gonna happen to him. There's no consequences. He's like,
he's a hot Australian. What are they gonna do? Arrest him?
Yeah, if anything, that's gonna make him hotter.
They put him in teenager jail, which is well, I guess that's just jail. But no, they put him in detention for it. And I love this scene. I love this the PE teacher who got shot in the ass earlier in the movie, like just immediately grilling the kid who looks like he's like in the Deftones.
Yeah, just immediately thinking on that one kid.
And then like confiscates his pots. Confiscates his weed and then steals the Cheetos from another kid. Like,
yeah, I thought that was very funny.
Okay,
that made me laugh. Stealing the kid's weed and then stealing Cheetos, that's like top level move right there.
And now we get the girl equivalent of the putting on the whole show, which is show your boobs to save you from detention.
Which, real homie move right there.
I love her whole, like, just, like, winging it plan, like, well, you know how we play soccer? What we should do is we make them think we're going right, but then when they think we're going right, we go left. It's just buying time. And then runs out of ideas and just shows her boobs and goes, all right, and that's the plan. We'll see what happens.
Which I do want to point out, she is 18. So it's okay. It wasn't underage boobs.
Look, we're not
it was perfectly of age.
This is his way of saying the detention teacher was the PE teacher. He's in the files.
He was no, he wasn't in the files because she was of age.
He's in the files, man. I'm sorry.
No, come on.
He's there. He's there.
Grow up.
Not
Grow up.
Grow up. It would have been on the news if that was true, okay?
PE teacher from 10 Things I Hate About You. He's in the files. He took the fall.
I'm pretty sure nobody would be having to go to work today if that was true, okay? I got nothing.
This fucking episode. What the fuck, man?
This is the giggliest episode. I love it.
I love that this is like a romance movie between characters who do actually just like hate each other. So,
it is called
so,
10
like,
Things I Hate About You.
Right. So I mean, they skip out of detention and go on a real like date day where they go on the little boats. Is it little like swan with pedals?
Little paddle boats. Yeah.
Yeah, the little paddle boats. This is where I found out it was in Seattle, even though they've said it multiple times. Like the college she wants to go to.
The skyline is there.
Out of state.
They go on the paddle boats. They go to the paint water balloon.
Their
fight.
paint-ball date. It's paintball, but separate.
Yeah,
words.
I remember being confused and being like, well, you know, like
The way I look at it is that it feels like it could be a very Seattle kind of thing, you know, like
yeah. I honestly, I got so high when I watched it. I was literally just trying to think of like how much money could you make in that business, and would it even be enough to keep that like area solvent? I don't know. And also being like, well, say you close down, does that mean there's just paint all over the grass? How long does that take? My brain went in a million different directions and just not relevant to fucking anything.
We're taking notes for a movie, and Sauce is like, how much would it cost me to start my own small business right now if I was to do this?
It really was that. I mean, I looked up on Amazon like how to buy like water balloons in bulk and paint in bulk. Like, yeah, you just throw them
and how much would that? I mean, paint's not cheap. That's the thing. Paint's really not cheap.
No, exactly. Sauce, I was stone cold sober. I thought the exact same thing. The only thing I could think of is how does this business stay in business? I'm
gonna tell you right Seattle, now, doesn't it rain a lot? Like
it didn't. I'm going to tell you right now, it didn't stay in business. They went out of business the next day, I think.
Man, oh no!
I'm sorry. Also,
you can't make out in the paintball course.
Think about how much paint you just like they're wearing the coveralls and the goggles and everything, but like think of all the paint in their hair.
Well, they show it later when they show it back up at her house. They've still got paint in there. It's nice continuity.
It is nice continuity.
Shout out the director there for that one.
Shout out to the person whose job that is.
Yeah, thank you.
We appreciate if we appreciate anything on this podcast, it's hard workers.
Yeah, and continuity.
We love continuity.
We've talked about it a lot in every previous episode. We've definitely talked about continuity. Never.
Yeah.
The first time I bring it up is on paint still in their hair and 10 things I hate about you. Can I tell you a thing that annoyed me as a kid when I watched this movie?
Yeah.
I thought there was going to be like a rundown, a list of like the 10 things I hate about you.
I was thinking that this time watching it too. I was like, you would think that there would be some list where like at the party or in front of the friends they bring out, here's the 10 things I hate about this person. You'd think that would like happen, but they were just trying to be clever and have it kind of rhyme with Taming of the Shrew. So like, yeah. I think that's just why.
I know. I just remember as a kid, for some reason, this part of the movie kind of just triggered it in my head. I'm like, I thought there was gonna be like a rundown, like we're gonna go like down the list.
They do. Are you fucking with me? They do. There's the scene. What? It happens.
No, it doesn't.
Are you serious? What? Are you guys fucking with me? I have to ask now.
If it did, I don't remember it.
Okay, so here's what happens is he's very pushy about prom and she doesn't want to go. Even though she likes him, she's still like, I don't want to go to prom because that's just what teenagers do. I don't give a shit about like what they want to do. And he's very pushy about it to the point where they get in a fight and he lights up a cigarette. She puts it out and she avoids him. And then when they have the class, like they're assigned write a Shakespeare sonnet.
Oh, you're right. That is the oh my
Holy
God.
shit! I thought you guys were fucking with me. I thought
it turns out we're just stupid.
She literally writes a poem called 10 Things I Hate About You.
Right.
And she says at the end, I hate
oh my
that
God.
I hate you, not
Dude,
even
it
a
turns
little.
out we're just dumb as hell.
Holy fuck. It's the fucking scene of the movie where they drop the title of the fucking movie. Are you fucking insane, you guys?
Hey, Sauce, I'm going to tell you right now, I was also very high when watching this movie. So.
Are you fucking crazy?
You're right. I have no excuse. I just forgot that was the name of the poem.
Holy shit. She
That's
also
right.
goes down the list.
She does. She goes down the list and she gets all teary. Okay, yes.
I'm editing this out.
No,
leave that in. That's
that
so
one
like that's such a good moment of genuine like
so
like
up.
friction.
So
I don't know. I literally think you guys are both fucking with me. Like you're in a separate DM going like, pretend we haven't even seen this movie. And I'm like, okay, what?
I've seen this movie so many times that you're right. No,
it's a good scene too because she kind of cries and shows that
It is a good scene. It is a good scene, and she does a good job at it.
So Sauce, here's the thing. That scene actually makes me cry when it happens.
Okay.
It does make me legitimately sad.
No, I wrote
because that scene makes me cry. I never noticed it.
I wrote down in my notes. Maybe I'm becoming more sentimental in my old age, but I teared up. Like I wrote that down.
I legitimately tear up at that scene. It gets me every single time. Apparently, it gets me so fucking hard. I don't even know the name of the goddamn movie or the fucking poem it is. God damn it!
I hate the way you talk to me and the way you cut your hair.
No,
I hate
you're
the way
right.
you drive
Those
my
are
car. I
things
hate
she
it when you
hates.
stare. I hate your big dumb combat boots.
Are you sure the poem was called 10 Things I Hate About You? That they needed.
I don't think it is called it. But you know what? I'm not actually going to be confident about that because I'm.
I don't know if the poem's actually called that. I think they needed to make it even more obvious for how stupid I was. So I agree. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. This episode rocks.
This is why the movie is called this.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm still not convinced. I'm going to be honest.
You said seriously since like young childhood you were like, I don't like that. That's like the title isn't like ever referenced at any point.
Yeah, no, I'm not joking. No, in my head it was like, in my head. So this again. It's stupid.
Continue.
Like every like scene was like a thing that she hated. Like I know this is dumb, but I just like, oh, there weren't 10 things, like 10 different scenes where he did something she hated. No, it was the fucking poem. Anyway, oh God, man, I'm so fucking stupid. That's awesome. This is the best. I think this may be my favorite.
This might be the
Yeah,
top
I can imagine you
we've
coming
ever
back
done.
from the Globe Theater in like 1500 and whatever, and you're like, yeah, honestly, I spent the whole time waiting for the shrew to come. Like, there's no shrew that
where
ever
the
shows
fuck was
up.
Hamlet? I thought Hamlet was supposed to be in this one.
So did they tame her or what? Like, is that what was
Yeah,
the
who
whole
fuck's
deal?
The shrew? Where was the shrew at?
Either way, that girl was a bitch. Am I right? And then they high five. That's what was happening at the Globe Theater.
I would make a version of Hamnet where it's all the same like setup, but it's about him writing the screenplay for the 1999 film 10 Things I Hate About You.
Sauce, it's Hamlet. All right.
Oh yeah, right.
This fucking guy right here. Come on, say it correctly. Fine.
Man, I wish this movie title meant anything, but too bad. Too fucking bad.
I'm rating it a 1.
Glad that okay, I will say this. I'm glad I said that and wasn't the only person who did that.
Yeah, I'm glad that I joined
would feel
in.
Infinitely dumber. I'm glad you jumped in to embarrass yourself as well. It's just that Sauce thinks we're just doing a bit on you. Like, wait, what the fuck are you talking about? we're girl lighting you.
Okay. We're definitely girl lighting you.
Oh boy.
So we're at prom.
Go ahead, Robbie.
That's all I have.
Please, Robbie, go ahead.
That's all I have. And
so Bianca's friend is dating Joey, and I like that her name is Chastity, and she's like very easy.
Oh yeah,
it's
we
very
didn't
good.
even mention her, but yeah,
yeah, Gabrielle Union.
Yeah, she's like she's very similar to Alex Mack, but just the kind of next step. She's got the same kind of desire to date the hot guy, but is like willing to stab you in the back for it.
Yeah, she doesn't have any of the holdups.
She doesn't have morals.
Just like him.
Exactly. So she's willing to throw her friend under the bus. Like, hey, look, man, I don't care. I'm just trying to get dick down. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh,
are you going to bring up the fact that we learned that why Julia Stiles doesn't?
Yes,
want her to
this is before the prom, so let's back it up.
That it's right before. So we didn't really jump too far ahead. Essentially, she's mad. The younger sister's mad. Again, it's kind of the same concept. Like, why can't you just be normal so I can be?
So I can go to the prom. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, like which is fair. Like she's not. Her request is less like I want to have sex so bad. It's more just like
she just wants to live the teenage experience. Yeah.
Yeah, she want. And it's not her sister's fault. It's really their dad's fault. But like I get why she's mad. She's like. There's an obvious rule here. If you just acted normal for like a minute, I could have like a normal teenage life essentially. So I get you get the frustration, but then that's where she finally explains why she doesn't like that guy and why she doesn't do all the stuff that normal teenagers do. Pretty much, essentially she got pressured into sex by the male model kid, and
then she says that he had a tiny dick.
Yeah, he did say he had a tiny. She said she had a tiny dick and. She always regretted it, and now she doesn't want him to date her, and it's pretty,
It's a nice scene. It's a nice scene. You get to see the sisters kind of come together.
The sister has a point. Like she's like, well, it's my decision to make. You don't need to protect me. So it's a nice little touching moment, and that's because you get the shocking reveal that they're going to prom, and the dad's like, "Oh my god, no! My nightmare, my nightmare is here, and it's walking through my house. What is happening?" So yes.
So we find out that she dated him in freshman year, and because he was like so hot, and she did the Bianca thing of like, I'm going to be a hot, attractive, well-off white girl in the Bay or the Seattle area. She slept with him, and then when she said she didn't want to anymore, he broke up with her. So she essentially swore off all men after that.
Yeah.
Well, we've all heard that story before.
Well, we really are all the same,
Yeah,
it's true.
Especially
you can tell by this episode we're all idiots. That except 2 and 3 men is an idiot. He doesn't know. You can't see 10 Things I Hate About You, the poem.
I'm actually going back. I don't think that scene's in the movie.
That must be the extended edition.
Yeah. You guys watch the extended version. I watched the real version.
I watched the Tubi version, which doesn't have the poem in it. They actually cut it out for licensing reasons.
But yeah, so they go to prom and they have fun, and Say Ferris is there. They're playing their music.
Yes, Say Ferris is there, and the lead singer of
Letters to Cleo.
Letters to Cleo. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love movie prom. Movie prom is always so
Movie
nice.
prom always looks so fucking cool.
With a live band, and like it doesn't matter if the music sucks, and someone's spiking the punch bowl, and
everyone's dressed to the nines, and everyone's they might break out in a synchronized dance even.
Yeah, Usher's always there for some reason.
Krumholtz found his
oh yeah
girlfriend.
Yeah,
that's where you get the reveal that Robbie was saying that meant nothing.
Again, that whole character is nothing.
In my head canon, my memories, like my head movies, I always remember that scene that he's like dressed in like he's wearing like tights and like with that big like Italian style hat. But no, he's actually still dressed pretty suave. Like he's dressed a little more like Prince.
Thought he had a
dress.
bald cap on for some reason. In my memory, it was like, does Crumbles wear a bald cap to do the whole?
I think I pictured that he was just Bernard from Santa Claus, but like older. Like he's just wearing that.
Yeah, but no, he looked pretty good. For if you have Renaissance Fair friends, that's as good as it can be. Like for an actual non-Ren Fair event, like that's as good as it could look. And it looked good.
It turns out
good move.
He doesn't look like a
secret to
freak.
winning a girl over is just be nice to her and get her cute things that she likes. And I think that's a really good philosophy to have. You got to be nice to them. You got to buy them,
and then you got to buy them stuff. Yeah,
their interest. Yeah, don't not like get their nails did, but like Julia.
You find out what kind of music they like, and you go, "Hey, I also like this music," and they go,
"Yeah." Kat wants a guitar because she's like, "Do you think I could do that? Be one of these terrible girl bands?"
Bands.
And he's the only one who supports her, and I'm like, "What? Like, who's gonna tell you don't learn guitar?"
That is true. Yeah. Who else would say that?
Guitar is unbecoming of affluent, well-educated women.
So the problem is essentially we get the blow off. Like this is where everything blows up. In everyone's faces.
I don't know why. I just imagined that it was like actual explosions. I was like, oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
This is where there's a Jet Li fight scene. No, like Joseph Gordon-Levitt's there with Alex Mack, and they're dancing and stuff, and that's when the model brought Chastity, and he's pissed. He's like, "Oh, I was paying you to, do this to figure this out. What you betrayed me." He got mad, and he starts beating up Joseph Gordon-Levitt, but then she beats him up. That was the best part.
Yeah, that was a good little twist.
That was actually it was minorly subversive for a movie like this.
Again, the movie. I think that's what keeps this movie from just being like a dumb teenage comedy, is that it is clever when it wants to be.
Yeah.
It doesn't. While it does revel in some like immature humor, it never goes full stupid like an Adam Sandler movie or something like that.
Yeah, it's never vulgar for vulgarity's sake. It
definitely plays into stereotypes, but it's cool when it like inverts stereotypes, which is also a very Shakespearean thing. Obviously, like this isn't crazy, but it was cute. It was just a funny little scene, but it's less funny on the other side of things with Heath Ledger because she gets legitimately very mad at him, and it sucked. He's just like, you don't see him like stumbling and fumbling too bad in the movie until now. He's just like, oh man,
he's been generally a pretty cool guy for most of the movie, and then it's like you get over to that and you're like, oh, so how the mighty have fallen.
Yep.
That's what I say, anyways.
Is that something you came up with?
I think so. It was either me or Shakespeare. I don't know.
What are 9 other things?
I still don't know what you're talking about, Sauce. I don't know what the hell you're... So yeah, she breaks up with him, leaves, and then he's all depressed, and that's when they go back to school the next day, and she has I forget, was it the next day? I don't actually remember.
It might have been the next day. I don't really know. I mean,
because I think they have a period of time there where they're just not talking or something.
Do they do the bummed out montage where it's just kind of them?
I think they do a bummed out montage.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think it's because she. So they do the bummed out montage. Bianca finally agrees to actually go on a boat with Cameron. They made that, he made it as like a passing like offer earlier in the movie.
Right.
Finally go on their boat date, and then I think she like thanks her sister, like, hey, thanks for at least like putting yourself out there for my behalf. And then Dad comes and says, like, he gives her the speech, the like, yeah, you are ready to grow up, you are ready to make your own decisions. And he's like, you still want to go to Sarah Lawrence? I hope so, because I just sent them a check. So like she gets to go to her college or what have you. I think she kind of like comes around that.
Yeah, and she has some unrelated poem that doesn't have anything to do with anything we've talked about so far. We don't even know what it's called. And then it makes her cry and run out of the room for some reason, and Heath Ledger's sad as well. Like it's touching. It does make me cry every time, pretty much. And that's when he gets her the guitar. He goes out to her car and
he uses the prom money to buy her.
Yeah, which is a great, like, I thought that was cool. Like he made all that money. He's like, well, this is all tainted now, so let's do something for her that's nice with it. I mean, it's like actually thoughtful. It is
actually thoughtful, and it's him making a dumb teenage mistake and then actually doing something right to fix it. Which I think
I like
again,
her thinks like, you can't just buy me a guitar every time you screw up. He's like, no, there's a bass
and drums. Yeah.
The real answer would be, well, no one's going to be paying me to date you, so I'm not going to be able to buy you anything like this ever again. But hey.
Have you seen how I look in this white t-shirt and blue jeans? I mean, come on.
So, and I love this ending, like Wonder, where it pulls out to the like the helicopter shot around the band playing on top of the school.
Yeah.
Or I think it's Letters to Cleo.
It is Letters to Cleo. You're right.
Playing on top of the school, and everyone's just walking around like that's the normal thing. And I look at that stage, I'm like, man, that is first off, how they get up there with all that equipment.
And I think it's real. It's 100% real. Like they just rotate around them and let them play out the whole song, and they're wearing sunglasses.
They played the whole song. It doesn't even cut to credit. You play the whole song while you have a helicopter shot going around. It is part of the movie. It is not a credit sequence.
It's such a nice flourish. Like it leaves you with like such a like, that was nice. That was a good time. I really liked that.
Yeah.
You know?
It's true. It's true movie making. Like it's true filmmaking right there, where it does leave you in this fantasy world where you're just like, yeah, that could exist, and it makes me feel good.
Because it's not real, because Letters from Cleo is playing on the top of a building right in front of you.
It's real to me.
It's a cool fantasy. No, I love that, man. It rocked. It isn't in the trailer, or it isn't in the credits, because during the credits you get some really fun little deleted scenes, which didn't happen all the time back then, but I think is something that I miss. People go for the post-credit scenes too much now. Comedies like this really should start doing more
the bloopers,
of the deleted scene stuff. Because they don't do a ton of them.
Blooper
they
name
do
cards,
4 or 5 of them, but they're so fun. I miss those. It was like
it's smart for marketing of the actors too, because it's a way to kind of like humanize the actors when you're watching it and you go, oh, hey, these hot teenage actors, they're like me. They mess up a little bit. They forget that the 10 Things I Hate About You poem is a big part of the movie, you know? And so it's like, don't judge me on that.
They humanize people. Don't judge people like that. Krumholtz comes out looking like $1 million. He has some really funny little sequences. Like when they're in the, I think they're in the party or the dance or something like that. I think it's at the dance. And he says, he comes out like, he does a line like, don't hurt my friend. And then he turns around and starts trying to make out with Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah.
And Joseph Gordon-Levitt does the, you gay thing. He's like, get off me, gross. And
no, come on, we're actors. We're just a couple of actors.
It's just like acting, yeah. There's the one where he's making out with the Shakespeare girl. And they just like kind of go down, they like drop below camera shot, and then he stands up and is like, contraceptive please? Or something. like, it's just so funny.
But you're right. No, I think bloopers do need to make a but again, they also just don't make comedies anymore, so.
They don't make comedies like this, but also I think, going to what you were saying, I don't think they think of it as good marketing. Not the studios, but I think some actors would probably be like
they take themselves too serious.
Yeah, they take themselves too seriously. They don't want to show themselves, having a fucked up take or something like that.
Yeah, because I do see it as a way to like market to the general public. It's like, hey, here's these attractive, young actors, and here they are just being human and making fun little mistakes, and it endears you to them, so that you go next time you see them in a movie, you'll be like, oh yeah, they're really fun and relatable. I want to see them in this movie now, or I want to see them in this TV show.
Say what you will about like the Will Ferrell stuff, like the Talladega Nights and Step Brothers, stuff like that. They always had really funny post-credit stuff too.
I love Step Brothers.
That was like
I will never talk shit on Step Brothers.
I love Step Brothers and Talladega Nights and stuff like that. There's a certain where they start getting stale, but like those movies always had really good post credits. See, like the whole the Talladega Nights post credits where they would go and do the fake advertisements. They just did a whole run of like advertisements they were doing, like, if you don't like Big Red, fuck you. It was always one of my favorite little ads. We used to quote it all the time. And that's from a post credit sequence from a movie.
But yeah,
man.
That was 10 Things I Hate About You. This is a chaotic episode.
No. If you've listened this far,
Which, if you have, why?
it's like, if you listen this far, thank fucking God. Thank you. Hit the subscribe button.
Yes, please.
Like it. Leave a comment, because God, you're our strongest soldier.
Tell us how
We need
funny
you
I am.
Yeah. Tell us. Leave a comment about how you also didn't know that the poem was called 10 Things I Hate About
And
You,
how
and
Sauce
listed
is
10 Things I Hate
making
About You.
shit up and just being a
Yeah,
fucking
Sauce
dirty liar.
This is like the Berenstein Bears. It's a Mandela effect, I think. He's making shit up, man. This is from a different universe.
But I mean, unfortunately, though, as fun as this movie was, and as fun as I had joking with you guys, we have to bring up a serious topic of.
No, is it time?
Oh, dude!
But he had such a good movie.
You know,
he was so good in this.
He's had a good movie, but someone's on fraud watch right now.
Okay, yeah. He wants sundowning Section 230. Basically, kind of doing the thing where, like, that we have to temporarily censor the internet so that way we can protect people. And it's like, that's never what? Like, so
yeah, this is
basically-
Joseph Gordon-Levitt wants to essentially turn on internet censorship, and
yes. Just for a little while, just until we figure out what the heck is going on, you know. Definitely no allusions to Caesar in this.
Right. Well, he's claiming that it's to regulate AI and to, like, again, it's all kind of confusing actually on like what he's actually arguing for, and that's why it comes off as so weird that
yeah, it's like he tries to couch it as anti-AI, but there's an overarching thing where it's about anti-Israel sentiment, and he's trying to curb that, and he's calling it like anti-Semitism and stuff. It's just a bummer. It's a real bummer right now.
It's the same thing they're trying to do with TikTok and that kind of thing. We're like, oh hey, we're gonna say it's anti-AI, but really it's anti-Israel, and we can censor everyone all we want because we don't want anyone, questioning about bombing hospitals or whatever.
Yeah. So, and as always, Turn Off the Century is not gonna let you be an auteur if that's the way you're going.
No, he's not an auteur.
So here we go. I guess we dropped the
auteur
soundbite.
status revoked. Rest in piss, bitch.
Fraud Watch 2026. Fake auteurs, keep your head on a swivel, because brother, we're always watching. Get ready, we're taking down the fakes and the phonies. Auteur status revoked.
Boom.
There we go.
Auteur
I like how you're just. It's very funny when I say drop the soundbite and Robbie replicates the soundbite to his best of memory. It's like I'm not asking him to do it, but he does it anyway.
I just do it because it overtakes me.
Throw in a little shotgun shell for me too while we're at it. Let me feel that.
Yeah.
Get him.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind if I get to use that soundbite every week, but I don't want to have to.
Yeah, right. We don't want to
great
have to
soundbite.
revoke people's auteur status. It's not a power we want to take lightly. We
You
know
know
it's a
what?
very
No.
serious power.
I don't. Before we get censored, I'm going to say it. I think Don John. I think it sucked. I think it's a bad movie. He fucked it up.
I don't think that's the hottest take, if I'm going to be honest. Him at the end of Dark Knight Rises. He's Robin.
Robin? Hell yeah.
And
John Robin.
Yeah, John Robin, and the movie never got made.
Just like
so.
Bill Batman.
Bill Batman.
Bill Batman.
Yeah, we all know Chris O'Donnell was the best Robin, so why even try?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They never did another Robin after it.
He didn't have to, because Chris O'Donnell did it perfect. Then he did Vertical Limit, and then that's it. That's a career, baby.
Vertical Limit rocks. We
Musketeers,
should do that one
Robin.
at some
Yeah,
point.
Vertical
too.
Limit
Actually,
does rock. Actually, we should do Vertical Limit.
we should
It's on
do
the list, I
Vertical
think.
Limit.
I think I put it on the list because Vertical Limit fucking rules.
Hell yeah.
Let us know if you want
Yeah,
us to
dude.
watch Vertical Limit, and we'll think about it.
Yeah, we can audible to Vertical Limit real fast. Like, we can return on a dime, baby.
But we did decide that the next movie is going to be Garden State,
Vertical
right?
Limit.
No,
Shit.
stop
Okay,
it.
you're right.
All right, for our over 12-year-old listeners, don't get high or drink ever.
I
Don't do it.
don't support that. I say do it.
but you should watch Garden State. I'm curious to see how revisiting this one is going to affect me, because
I'm very curious about the next one, about Garden State 2, because it's one, I love that Shins album that they play. Right. So, but also Zach Braff, I feel like in his own way has kind of become, just the more you look back at Zach Braff stuff, the more cringe he has become.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And at the time, I just wanted to be him so bad.
I just don't know how this was going to age. I'm very curious about that one. This is another one of those ones I haven't seen since it came out. Like, I think I saw it in theaters, and I saw it on DVD, and that was it. And that was the end of my Garden State viewing. So
I'm pretty sure I saw it like 3 times in theaters, because I tried to use it to go on dates with girls.
I like how you said tried.
I didn't say I succeeded.
I'm just saying.
Wait, no, there was one, but I mean, is it? You can take your mom on a date, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I've taken your mom on a date.
Hey, what? No, you didn't. Fucking tell everyone you were lying right now.
That was turn off the century. That was turn off the century. Now turn off the damn podcast. And I also did take your mom out on a date.
No, you didn't.
10 things I hate about Robbie. 1, he turns off the podcast.
2, nothing. 3, nothing.
Wow, this is a really bad episode. I'm excited.
No, shut up.
This episode rules.